going back to why this is growing such significant growth for Google and Alphabet. You want to think about Google Cloud Marketplace, so GCM, as a growth engine. These are avenues for you to grow your own business, no matter what size you're at, whether you're small, medium, you're dealing with large enterprise contracts across the board. This is a growth engine for you. GCM is Google's fastest growing channel. The recent addition of multi-channel partner offerings, so MCPO, another good acronym that was not listed prior, has expanded opportunities for resellers and service providers. This has been a huge uptick in collaborations among ISVs and the channel. So think of cloud providers who are providing services, selling across the stack. Those are people you want to also position yourself to see how they are also serving the Google Cloud Marketplace. Google fosters collaborations across GSIs, so global system integrators, ISVs, an independent software vendor, resellers, and more. Being agile in anything is crucial today, especially for a fast-changing tech environment. And ISVs need to digitize the way they sell to stay ahead. I've seen this firsthand in my prior role, where we have a handful of traditional sellers selling the typical way off of the marketplace. That very much so still is part of a Google Marketplace transaction. But what happens is when it's transitioned over to the marketplace, to stay ahead, and it fosters much more collaboration because you're changing the way you're selling and who you're reaching out to. Organizations can uncover potential areas of impact and create a business case to take full advantage of Google Cloud Marketplace benefits. A really good example of this is it's really inspiring to see how Google fosters collaborations across GSIs, ISVs, and resellers. Being agile, which I think equates to speed, plays a crucial role in partnerships today. Everything is changing, everything is evolving, everything is becoming more digital. We're very aware of that, but many ISVs and customers are constantly evaluating and rebuilding their digital landscape. So in order to stay ahead, digitize the way you sell.
Mel, I think something you said there was really important in that selling on the marketplace isn't a standalone activity. Like your sales team is still going to run all of their normal sales motions. This is just one additional growth engine for your company to increase pipeline, and just has so many benefits. But it doesn't mean that the sales team stops doing what they're doing, and it doesn't mean your sales team can't participate in this growth. So I think it's so important as we continue to learn through these different webinar sessions, as you get used to and kind of immerse yourself in the world of cloud marketplaces in Google, to start to understand really what is the value that your sales team can have in this, because they're not always quick to jump on board. They can be a little bit
Right.
reluctant, but there's so many benefits, and it doesn't have to change their selling method. It can just include maybe a few new discovery questions. But I think that's so important that this is just one mechanism that doesn't have to disrupt the rest of your sales process. It can just enhance it.
It's a perfect compliment. And I love that you brought that up because more often than not, a lot of sellers that I've dealt with in the past or helped to train, whether they were reselling or going direct to end customers, it's very normal to be hesitant and almost somewhat afraid to change the way that you're used to doing something. So I like bringing that up. Not a lot of changes, but you do want to take the time to understand what does after you've completed the quoting process, how this affects the end customer in a beneficial manner. One of the biggest values of the marketplace and reselling through that is it's enhanced security for solutions for end customers. You know, Google is a massive platform. They invest billions of dollars in their own security implementations. They also use those technical requirements to validate a solution on the marketplace. So think of it as an extra layer of a benefit to your end customer, and obviously come to us, advisory, if your sellers or your alliance team is struggling or just hesitant to approach this as a whole. We're here. We have plenty of professionals who have done it in the past in many different capacities.